Okay. Well, now we have very unhappy in Grosse Pointe Woods, and very unhappy says the mortgage company has an old lien on the property, and that company is now out of business. We can't find anyone to give us a loan payoff, and this is now delaying our refinance. Can you help us? From very unhappy in Grosse Pointe Woods.
Well, yes, this happens frequently.
We've had this question before. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we've had it. Hopefully I'm answering it the same way.
I'm going to go back and review.
No, I just, in general, what I do is we reach out and then we try to locate who we call as the assignee of the mortgage. And we just track it down that way. So 9 times out of 10, Blair, when a lending institution goes out of business, there's somebody right there picking up that loan. So there's an assignee of that mortgage out there, right? Maybe the corporate assignment wasn't filed. You have to do some digging, but we usually can find it. And then and there are some certain situations I've had, we'll quiet the title.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm working with a lady right now. It's been quite a while, but we're quieting the title for her situation. Okay, because the lending institution no longer is existing and nobody knows where to go. That's a toughie.
That is a toughie.
Most often, 90% of the time, it's very high probability that we'll find whoever it is or whatever company it is that purchased the loan.
Okay. So for those people who are watching, to clarify, when a lending institution goes out of business, those loans don't just dissipate into thin air. They are assigned or sold to another company, or maybe several different companies come in and they buy up. These are assets. So they're coming in and buying up the assets of basically the company that's either just closing their doors or folding or whatever it is.
So I just want to add to that, because we usually have always these little things to add. If the mortgage is over 15 years old, and there's been no activity on that loan, then a good title underwriter may say, well, we'll just insure over it. Like if there's something so old out there that there's no way that there'd be an outstanding mortgage, it really is a title insurance underwriter is a risk management or a cost benefit analysis of whether or not they're willing to insure over something that's old. One thing I didn't hear in that question was how old this mortgage was.
Right. They didn't. Yep. They didn't say that at all.
Just so you know, I just recently I finished up a transaction that is almost 40 years old. If you go on Google, we have a lot of reviews, thank goodness. I finished up a case that went back seriously almost 40 years.
Wow.
VA and the clients, we worked with them for well over a year, and the VA and the U.S. government, and we had a lawsuit, and we ended up settling a matter and we also got, I can't say too much of the settlement, but we got it resolved.
Okay.
And it only took the family like years and years, over 30 years. If you go online, you can see the review. The people were great to deal with, and they even talk about how many years they've been trying to get this resolved. So we did get it done. We were real happy about it. And in that situation, the title company would not insure over it.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Okay. So that's just like at their discretion, at their preference, if they choose to insure over top of it or not?
The title companies are insurance based. It's all insurance, and insurance is risk management.
Yeah.
They felt it was too much of a risk.
Wow.
So we took care of it. So anyways, that's kind of, what happens with liens. When you have liens on title that affect the marketability of a property, you either have to go to court or you have to run it down till you can't run any further.
Yeah.
And on this situation, I don't know how old this lien was, so I can't tell you if it was done, ran down. I call it running it down, ran down properly to the point that nobody can do anything with it. Okay.
Okay. Very interesting.